Hi, my name is Sarah Harrington and I'm a director at Inspira. I'm joined today by Tracy Bell, who's the director at the Richmond Fellowship, which is a national charity supporting people with mental health issues and which has services running throughout Cumbria. Morning, Tracy.
Morning.
Tracy, could you tell us a little bit about what the Richmond Fellowship does?
So we're a national mental health charity and we provide services to people who are in some kind of mental health crisis, and that can be anything from community-based services, drop-in when people are in crisis. We've got supported housing projects. We have some crisis services, which are 7 to 10 day stays for people to avoid them needing to go into hospital. And we have floating support that supports people in their own home, as well as employment services and registered care homes. So the whole spectrum of services.
Sounds really interesting, Tracy. Tell us, how did you come to be involved in this kind of work?
So I originally did a health and social care diploma at Working College, then went off to do a youth work degree, and then found myself working in London with young homeless people, and then moved on to working in drug and alcohol treatment services. Did 10 years at Shelter with the housing charity. And then came full circle to work in mental health. So I think although they're all different areas of work, there are similarities with all of the client groups. So it's been quite a well-rounded experience, really.
So that's quite a journey. What advice would you give to young people who are considering a career working in mental health?
So there's all kinds of access routes into mental health. We take on apprentices. We also take on graduates who usually psychology graduates. We take on people who've been through a nursing degree, whether it's a mental health nursing degree or a registered nurse course. People come to us later in life when they've had lived experience themselves. We often find that people have either experienced their own mental health problems or somebody in their family has, so they've got that understanding and insight into what it really means to have mental health problems. So there really are all kinds of different routes, and I would say for anyone is to go and maybe get some volunteering or get some experience of what it's really like, and then find out from there. My organisation has lots of services throughout Cumbria, and you know the services are there. They're throughout the country.
Okay, thanks. And finally, Tracy, if young people have been struggling with their own mental health during lockdown, what top tips can you give them for dealing with this situation?
Well, I think there's some very simple self-help things that people can do. We advise people to do what seem like very simple things. So making sure you get good sleep, have a routine, eat well, exercise, see friends when you can, but obviously socially distanced. So doing those very simple self-help things can go a long way. There's lots of apps out there that are suitable for young people, and they can be a really good source of help and guidance. But if somebody's really in crisis, I would recommend that they go to see their GP or talk to a professional, whether from school or college, or somebody that they trust, and they can make a referral to the Child and Adolescent Mental Health Service and be able to access support that way.
That's great. Thanks for your time this morning, Tracy.
Thank you.